I did it. I did it. 30 days in a row. Good afternoon. So, for those of you who don't know me, my name is John Schenk. I am the founder and managing broker of Deerwood Realty in St. Louis, Missouri. We're a small firm. We handle sales and help buyers find homes. That's basically what we do. 30 days ago, I decided to see if I could stream for 30 days in a row, and this morning was my final stream. I just wanted to go over what happened, just so that you would know if you're thinking about streaming, or if you're thinking about building a subscriber list or something like that. Let me just tell you how my stuff went, and then maybe you can do better than me. So I've got my notes. I'm going to read off that. Here we go. So I started streaming 1 hour a day on November 29th. I finished my 30th live stream in a row this morning. And what I think we should start with is, what did I think was going to happen? Was I going to get more views? Was I going to get more impressions? Were there going to be more people in the chat? And were there going to be more subscribers than when I started? And I don't know. I didn't know then. I guess I thought that someone might find my stream and want to chat. Over 30 days, I got one comment from a real person, and then every once in a while a spam bot, but never more than 2 people in the chat at one time. I never had more than 3 people on the stream at one time for 30 days. I did have one fellow write a comment that said, "I suck as a YouTuber." That was nice, but that was actually after the live stream. It wasn't during the live stream. On November 29th, the day I started the streak, I had 47 subscribers. Today I have 53, but I also do a podcast. So those subscribers could have come from the podcast and not from the stream. So, you see those videos where it's like, when you wake up in the morning, shouldn't you see like 10 or 15 new subscribers? Well, that didn't happen. My views were terrible for the live stream. The most views I ever had for a live stream was 14. That was on December 4th. I actually seem to be getting less views now than when I started. So that's great. Yesterday I had like 2 views, like after I did the live stream. So on November 30th, I had 600 impressions on YouTube with my podcast episode and live stream combined. On December 4th, I had 1,200 impressions. That was the high watermark. I've had 100 impressions on 3 days after that, and all in the last week. I've had 5 days where my impressions are 200 in a day. So I'm live streaming every day. There's been 3 days where I've had 100 impressions the entire day, and then 5 times when it's been 200. So actually, like earlier on, I had more impressions than now. So when you look at all that, it's like, well, what are you to make of that? Well, there's some reasons I think that I didn't really do so well. Number one, I'm not a known brand. No one knows who John Schenk is. No one knows that I look at life through the eyes of a real estate agent. So I don't have an audience. I don't have a built-in audience. For people to find me, they'd have to be searching for something that I've put out as an episode before, and they've had to have liked the content. I typically talk about my opinions on residential real estate. So if you're in the market for a new home, or if you're getting ready to list your home, the information I have is good for you. If you aren't in those 2 categories, you may not have much interest in my content. While I do think that the topic of real estate is something people are interested in, I think the audience comes from seeing listings and not actual news or opinion. I don't think the audience is as big as, say, automotive, tech, or professional sports. And I know it's not. I mean, when you see Google search, you'll see 2 million searches anytime there's a football game. Okay, you never see 2 million searches on a house. It doesn't happen in one day. I got a cold during 1 week. I could barely speak. My throat was so sore, and I had a cough and runny nose. That made my delivery pretty weak on those days. Also, on a Sunday morning show, I had terrible difficulties, from microphone problems to feedback problems. And then the live stream split. So there were 2 live streams scheduled, splitting my non-audience. I do wonder if the time at which I do my live stream is the issue. I typically stream at 9 a.m. in the morning. It's one of the first things I do. I've noticed, however, that many of the successful streamers are streaming from 8 p.m. and later at night, sometimes well into 1 to 2 a.m. With an actual job in real estate, I need to show houses in the evenings, and so it's not possible to be consistent because I really don't know if I'm showing houses until my buyers request showings throughout the day. I've thought about streaming later in the evening, though. I originally streamed my show, A Case of the Mondays, from 8 p.m. on 8 to 10 p.m. on Mondays, but no one was at those streams either. So, you know, what can we do going forward? I actually like streaming, and the more I do it, the more comfortable I get. I hope to get more subscribers, more views, and a livelier chat, but I think it's just going to take time for people to get to know me better. I'm not sure if I'll continue the consecutive streak of shows. I know we have a soccer tournament to attend in the end of January, and I think it might be almost impossible for me to stream from my laptop. So, you know, I'm a little disappointed, but I didn't really have high expectations going in the streak. We have a very small YouTube channel that needs time to grow. I'm definitely getting better at streaming, although I need to continue to improve. I think I made this video for all the aspiring streamers so that you know that if you're not doing as well as you thought you would do, don't be disappointed. There are other streamings that aren't doing all that well either. And so, yeah, I mean, it was fun. It was fun to do a streak. I don't know if you guys remember Cal Ripken. That was an amazing streak in baseball, and we all watched. I actually watched the game where he broke the record, and I don't think you'll see anything like that in baseball ever again. I don't think we value that. I know that when I used to go to school, we used to have like perfect attendance, and that was an award. I don't think they give those out anymore. With the current health situation in the United States, you're often told to stay home if you're not feeling well. No one really wants you to work through anything. But you know, I had a good time. It's not easy. It's not a natural thing to do for me to stream. The audience for streaming is a little bit younger than it's going to be guys that, you know, are first time home buyers in that range. But you know, I did it. And nobody can take it away from me. It's 30 hours of my time that's gone forever. But you know, you got to start somewhere. And so often I found myself, you know, analyzing how to do this, how to do that, setting things up, preparing, and then the execution is weak or non-existent because I've taken all my time, my available time, in the preparation. So it was good for me to have a goal of completing one live stream a day. Now I've also been doing podcast episodes at the same time. This one is a podcast episode, and you know, I'm happy to work on that medium as well. But live streaming is fun. This is not a technology that we had when I was growing up. Okay, you couldn't find a real estate broker in St. Louis, Missouri, and see him on a live stream. That just wasn't going to happen. You couldn't find a mechanic on a live stream. I mean, the technology that we have, there are limitations. There are some weird things with censorship that I don't understand. But this is great. I mean, if you're a business, okay? If you're a business, why aren't you on YouTube? Why aren't you streaming? Don't you want to show people, you know, who you are, what your business is about, what your brand is about? I mean, I can't think of a better way than to stream. Now, you say, John, your views are terrible. You should quit. Well, I'm not going to quit. It's fun. It really is. It really is. To be able to have a thought and be able to talk about it in some sort of coherent way, it's not easy. It's not easy for me, but I'm doing it, and I'm going to get better. That's where I'm at. That's what I want you to take from this. Is it's been fun. I mean, there's been messes along the way. I mean, there was one Sunday where it was bad. And anybody that watched, you know, I'm sorry. But, you know, you never know how shows are going to go. I've had, you know, I have plenty of stuff plenty of content, and then sometimes I don't even get to it. I just get off on a tangent for some reason about something and never get to it. But then there's other times where I think my biggest fear the whole time has been, what happens if you run out of things to say? It hasn't happened. but it's the fear that I have in the back of my mind. So, bottom line, if you guys are thinking about streaming, go for it. It might not have any success whatsoever. Okay, you might fail like me, but it's worth a try. It's not going to kill you, that's for sure. So, those of you on my podcast, thank you for listening all this time. I do very, very well on my podcast, and it's going across the world, and I'm thankful for that. And then everyone on YouTube, you know, if you could subscribe, that'd be good. But just watch the videos and learn something. I hope I don't waste your time. Hope there's something valuable there. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening, and I'll catch you on the next one.